What is up, Eagle investors? Welcome to the first episode of Eagle Investors Options Essentials. It's been a while since I made my last video. I've been on a brief hiatus due to my summer internship, but I'm back and better than ever. Before I actually get into my video, make sure that you join the Discord server if you haven't already. It's linked down in the description below, and you can join completely for free, no credit card necessary, and you're able to get access to the specific chat rooms we have in the Discord server, as well as the alerts that we post on a daily basis. And make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell to continue to receive updates from us, whether it's market updates or videos on options essentials, or even videos with other speakers as well. And if you have any feedback, as always, leave it in the comments below. Now, going into specifically today's topic, we'll be going over how to trade and also analyze trades on ThinkOrSwim's platform, as well as going over a brief market update. So before I get into the video, I just wanted to take a moment to thank Ollie for giving me this options trading setup. This is great for day traders, and it's available to all Diamond Pro members through the ThinkOrSwim platforms through the ThinkOrSwim scripts that Ollie provides. For example, here I can pull up these 4 different charts. I'm able to get different time frames for the chart, and I'm able to analyze whether it's a good time to buy or sell based off these candlesticks as well. And there's many other scripts that Ollie provides that show RSI and other indicators to look into when you're trading as well. And you can find more information on that in our other YouTube channels and within our Discord server. So now going into how to trade options on ThinkOrSwim's platform. So I have Apple's ticker pulled up. I just went to the trade tab and pulled up Apple's ticker. This is ThinkOrSwim's platform is great for everyone to use, as you can use their paper trading platform as well, and you can practice trades before you use real money, especially if you're new to the investing game and don't understand what some of these strategies work like, and analyze specific trading patterns as well before you use real money. So now going into it, you can see the specific options chain as well. So this options chain shows different strike dates, which are provided in Eagle Investor Alerts as well. Say, for example, I wanted this September 4th, 2020 call. If I were to look here, you can pull up multiple strikes. You can pull up all of them, but I'm going to make it more simple and pull up 6 different strikes. So you can see here, the calls are right here, the puts are right here. And you can also see, you can change the layout. You can change it based off specific Greeks. You can change it based off last price, volume, open interest, stuff like that. I'm going to keep it as this to keep it simple. And you can, what things to look into when you're buying an option, the most important thing is it a call or put? What's the expiration date or the strike date? And then the strike price as well. And then you need to look into the bid or ask for the specific options contract. Say I wanted to buy a $500 call on Apple. I would look at the ask and bid price, try to make sure that it's a liquid option. Many times, if it's illiquid, it's harder to get out of, and you need better price movement to secure profit as well. Here, it's fairly liquid, since it's a company like Apple, and the ask price is what you would buy it for, and then the bid price is what you would sell the options contract for if you're buying or selling it immediately. Now, looking into, once you want to buy it, you just click on it. I've already clicked on it, and you can see the specific order. You can change it to market, limit, and these other orders as well. I'm just going to keep it at limit. Many of our trades that we post, we put a specific price to enter at, and you can enter at that limit price. Or if you wanted to, you can enter at the market price, but you can typically get a better fill if you enter at the limit price. And to analyze a trade, let me put in more complicated strategies. For example, say you wanted to trade a strangle. You can change the spread and choose a specific strategy you want. For example, I could choose the strangle right here, but I like to manually pick my trade just to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. So you also have the option to buy tokens, buy to close. Within the trade, we post that as well. So say I wanted to analyze a specific trade, I go to the Analyze tab, and I add a simulated trade. So let me stick to the September 4th weeklies. And this is literally the same thing as the tab that we saw before with the trade tab. And I'll select out of the money strangle. So I'll select the 515 call. And I'll select the 485 put to create a strangle. And as you can see here, I accidentally hit bid instead of ask for the call. And you can easily change that by just changing it to buy instead of sell. And you can change it by changing the numbers here as well if you would like. And now to specifically analyze your trade, you go to the risk profile. And you can see the specific trade, and you can see how it looks like if you were to input the trade. And this shows how the price would be like if it was the 22nd, or if you on the specific day you're buying, how it would look like if there was movement like this to these specific prices down here, and how it would be if you bought it if it was on its expiration date, which is the expiration date as well. So right here you can see that this is actually inputted with the wrong date, so I'm changing it so you can see what the option looks like when it's expiring. So this is what a typical strangle chart looks like, and a strangle risk reward profile looks like. And you can see that if it expires below the 260 mark or the 460 mark, then you're in the money. And if it expires or if it expires above the 540, around the 540 mark, it's in the money as well. And you're also making money on the specific trade. So this is a great way to analyze your specific trades, and it's different for all stocks in terms of where your break even is and where you'll start making money. So this is a great way to analyze the risk reward of your trade before you actually enter it. And you can say, for example, if you're to sell a strangle, you can just change it, and you can see what your risk reward profile would look like. On the x-axis is the strike prices, and then the y-axis is the amount that you would be making in the trade. And and if you have any questions on other ways to analyze trades, you can obviously leave it in the Discord server or within the comments below. And with that, that ends the first aspect of today's episode, and I'll be going into the market update. So to go into the market update, the S&P 500 year to date is up 4.5%, and for the week, it's up 0.5%. And the market essentially is running on autopilot until the September 16th Federal Reserve meeting. Once a lot of people are hinting that this will be a major event, as investors are specifically looking into the point of inflation expectations moving forward. this could have a drastic impact on expectations for interest rates, as well as dollar strength, and impact commodities, as well as international equity as well. And I'll get into the dollar a little bit more in the future. Now, something that I wanted to point out is the housing strength over the past couple of months. Housing's done phenomenal over the past couple of months as it's recovered post-COVID. And its continued optimism within the housing space has been on a record high, and it's a seller's market for sure, as people are able to sell houses at extreme premiums as they were to before the coronavirus as well. And one major thing within the housing space is home improvement as well, as a result of increased housing sales. So home improvement, the overall industry has been performing very well. Look at companies such as Home Depot, Lowe's, and one of my favorite companies, Floor & Decor. They're growing significantly as a result of the push of selling new houses as well as rebuilding. And this demand's just been boosted significantly. You're seeing refinance rates be at record highs, as people the number of people refinancing being at record highs as interest rates are so low as well. Another thing to look into is the upcoming stimulus package coming from Congress. There were talks earlier this week that it would be a $500 billion mini stimulus package, but now there are talks that it could be potentially up to $1.5 trillion bigger stimulus package, but that means that it would take more time to come to fruition. So I think it'll be in stalemate in Congress until mid-September to late September at the very least, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that as well. Now, in terms of the dollar did weaken over the past week, but it has rebounded since hitting its low at 92.6. And it's important to look into the dollar as it can impact many other spaces within the economy. So looking at the dollar can impact gold prices. If there's a stronger dollar, that means gold prices typically go down. If the dollar is weak, then gold prices go up. And essentially, gold's been on a tear as a result of dollar weakness, as well as also the fact that we're potentially going to see more volatility in the future with the upcoming elections, and gold's typically seen as a safe haven investment. And another thing to look into is the fact that with the dollar being weaker, international markets might perform better as well. So it could mean that currencies such as the euro or the yen are performing better than the dollar, and you could see those economies start to pick up as a result. Now, going into the Federal Reserve Board, you saw the balance sheet. It has picked up slightly over the past week, since it's plateaued and gone down since June. So that's something to look into. The FOMC meeting that's upcoming can shed some more light on what the Federal Reserve is going to do with its current balance sheet as well, and that's going to be a major thing to look for later in September. Now, looking at the VIX term structure, you can see from September to October, there's expected to be much more volatility as elections are coming closer. So we could see more volatility, more changes in the market as well, as a result of increased volatility, as well as another thing to look into in terms of the coronavirus is the coronavirus case numbers hasn't become a major market factor as of late. One major thing in terms of the coronavirus is looking at the vaccine data specifically. So President Trump's set to speak Sunday at 6 p.m. and he could shed some more light on what the vaccine environment looks like, and potentially a vaccine that's coming through the pipeline, which could potentially run the markets higher. But we'll have to see if it stays as a true event over the whole week But as I said before, the markets could run on autopilot until the upcoming FOMC meeting as investors wait to hear what the Fed has to say. And with that, that ends today's episode. We'll be going over in the future weeks more options trading essentials, whether it's back testing your trades, as well as how to trade specific strategies and potentially how to analyze specific Greeks that price options as well. If you guys have any other suggestions for topics to cover, you can leave it in the comments below and send it in the Discord server as well. Make sure to join the Discord server if you haven't, and keep on trading. Thank you, and this is Vishen Namburi, and I'm signing off.